RCW Ringside Edition TV special Christmas Crash 2018 from right here in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. A lot of energy in this building, and I'm here with a young man who has come oh so close to being RCW Heavyweight Champion in recent months. We got to set the stage a little bit here. Kyle Roberts, ladies and gentlemen. Young man wrestling out of La Crosse, Wisconsin, has done a fantastic job. Very successful in his young wrestling career, but has had a battle with a man by the name of Superstar Steve Fender. Steve Fender is the current RCW Heavyweight Champion. Not here at this event, claims that the promotion, myself, others on the board of directors are against him. He's had issues with legends. We have a couple of legends in attendance here tonight, Bobby Eaton and the Ace Cowboy Bob Orton. He said because of that, he filed legal injunctions and refuses to give this man another title match here tonight. I don't think it's right. But Kyle, I got some news before we started this interview that you're going to want to listen to. I got a text message, that's how we all do things nowadays, and I understand that not only has Steve Fender refused to wrestle you tonight, he also has put a $5,000 bounty on your head, and anyone that could take Kyle Roberts out will be $5,000 richer. I don't know what the deal is.
You know, Brian, that sounds like something that Superstar Steve would do. Oh, him and I have crossed paths many times over the past few years, and the last few months he's been ducking and dodging me. Well, you know what? Tonight, I am proud to represent Ringside Championship Wrestling right here in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. And I don't care what bounty Superstar Steve has on me, I'm willing to fight right here tonight.
Well, Kyle Roberts, you're willing to fight. Let's talk about some of that situation. Last time at Speedway Slam, this close to being champion, it seems like Steve Fender, every time you're that close in that situation, he had Ace Steel pull you out, disqualification, you couldn't win the title. Then we wanted the rematch tonight, it couldn't happen. He's just ducking and dodging. Now he's putting money to try to put you out of wrestling.
And that's exactly it. The fact is Superstar Steve cannot do it on his own, so he needs the help of whoever he can get. And that's exactly who I'm ready for, Steve. Whoever you got for me, I'm ready.
It sounds like to me, ladies and gentlemen, and Superstar Steve Fender, that this man, Kyle Roberts, is ready anywhere, any place, anytime. My promise to you, young man, is this. We're going to work as hard as we can in 2019 to make sure you get your rematch and your chance to be the RCW champion. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for this young man right here, Kyle Roberts. Hey, watch out, watch out! Well, unbelievable situation here, as you saw. The dastardly attack from Leland Race. Apparently he wants to collect on the bounty that has been put on the head of Kyle Roberts. Of course, that bounty, as mentioned, put on the head of Roberts by the RCW Heavyweight Champion, Superstar Steve Fender, who refused to be here as part of RCW Christmas Crash 2018. What a knife-edge chop by the legacy Leland Race, a man who carries on the legacy of Handsome Harley Race, the 8-time former world's heavyweight champion. A glancing blow there. I think Race actually was watching out for the drop kick. He got hit much more of it right there, did Kyle Roberts, as now he goes to work. Oh, and look at those open hand chops now from Leland Race. Well, Leland Race has been very successful in his wrestling career. For those of you who might not be familiar with him, first time to see him here in Ringside Championship Wrestling. Leland Race, very successful all over the country. He's actually made trips to Japan, wrestled in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So certainly when you talk about a resume, Leland Race has a great background to be successful in any wrestling organization he chooses to compete in. And obviously here he's in Ringside Championship Wrestling, unannounced, unadvertised, unplanned. But while he has a plan in place, and that's to take out Kyle Roberts and put an additional $5,000 into his wallet. Of course, we had the ringside interview with Kyle just moments ago, and that's when Race took advantage, saw his opening, and made the sneak attack from behind. And that's why he is in control now. And this impromptu matchup was not scheduled. We did not have this on our format. So you're watching, this is what you got to love about wrestling and Ringside Championship Wrestling in particular. You never know what might happen. An unplanned match between two great athletes, and it's happening right here as part of RCW Christmas Crash 2018. Referee looks like is going to be Doug Markham for this particular bout. Great crowd on hand from Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Glad to have our men and women from the military here joining us. Always a pleasure to be able to entertain them and bring some Americana to them as part of their training efforts. They protect us, and we certainly have nothing but respect for them, and glad to bring the superstars of Ringside Championship Wrestling to the Nutter Fieldhouse here as part of Christmas Crash. Watch out there, referee Doug Markham looking on, does a fantastic job. He was watching the shoulders. Both shoulders were down for a moment. Thus, a pin attempt was considered and a count was rendered. Leland Race wisely got to the ropes. He realized Kyle Roberts was looking for a submission. And Race got to the ropes and broke it up. Great action still to come as part of this broadcast, as we have seen the Missouri Wrestling Revival. Missouri title will be on the line in our main event. Great action courtesy of Ringside Championship Wrestling. Leland Race, Kyle Roberts, they have had a history. So this is not only, it's personal and business here for Leland Race. He and Kyle Roberts have done battle elsewhere, World League Wrestling among other places. So it's not like this is the first time these two have ever squared off in a wrestling match. But maybe the first time that it's happened with a potential bounty at stake. That's maybe the difference maker in this one. $5,000 if Leland Race can put Kyle Roberts out of wrestling, eliminate him from championship contendership as far as superstar Steve Fender is concerned and his RCW heavyweight title. A lot of punishment being rendered now by Leland Race. It was knife-edge chops, elbows. He will bring the pain, no question about it. But Roberts, as we have seen throughout his entire wrestling career plus his time here in RCW, he is not going out without the biggest and best of fights, and that's exactly what he's bringing here to Leland Race. He has those lethal, dangerous kicks, the martial arts background that works to his advantage. A young man that wrestles out of La Crosse, Wisconsin, and represents that part of the country very well. As mentioned, look at those lethal kicks, but Leland Race, no give up at him. And watch out here, we're going to see some action to the floor now between these two. Great crowd on hand, you can see it there. Some young fans, they're having a good time. They're getting a close-up view of the action here as Leland Race continues to deliver punishment. Of course, be sure to visit us online. We have a few different ways to check us out, rcwringside.com. Now, wait a minute here. Leland Race, if he hits this, the bounty may be collected right here if Race is able to connect with a suplex on the floor. Roberts able to block it. Roberts up. Roberts hanging in tight. Roberts, I think he delivered a short shot with a knee. And Roberts is going to reverse here and do the damage to Leland Race. And the grimace on the face tells the story. Referee, great discretion here. I think that this could have been a count out, but referee knows these great fans, they paid their hard-earned money. We want to see a decisive winner in all these contests if possible, and so he is being very lenient on his count. Wanting to see both men get back in the ring. Forget the count out. We don't want that. We want a clear-cut winner here in this battle. Here comes Roberts. He can also fly as well, as you see. Kyle Roberts. It was just a 2 count only. You can see the frustration on his face a little bit there. He knew when he delivered that suplex. No padding on the floor. That is some solid ground right there that Leland Race's body connected with on that suplex on the outside of the ring. So, now wait a minute, Leland Race, the punishment, you can see he's still holding the bag, but He is a top fit athlete, so this is not myself. If I got suplexed, I'd still be on the floor. They'd still be scraping my body up with a spatula. Not the case when you have two great athletes like you have right here on display in Ringside Championship Wrestling as part of Christmas Crash 2018. I'm sure Leland Race is going to favor that back throughout this matchup because a lot of damage was done. But see, right there you go. Race, he's still feeling it, but he's getting a little adrenaline back in his body and able to inflict some punishment on Kyle Roberts. You know, Leland Race is quite interesting. He and superstar Steve Fender, they have some history. They've been friends, they've been enemies, but apparently right now money talks, and they're on the same side of the fence because Leland Race is here to collect $5,000. He's also trying to rearrange the face of Kyle Roberts. He doesn't want Kyle Roberts to go on too many dates with his girlfriend, or at least make it a very uncomfortable position to be out and about. And look at this, Race, make no mistake about it, Leland Race will use whatever he can, whether it's the ring ropes, a weapon on the floor, whatever it takes to be successful. In this case, he just wants the almighty dollar. Race pulling up Kyle Roberts. Talk about delivering some punishment. There you saw it. Grimace on the face of Kyle Roberts. That lower back area, maybe the kidney area. Feeling some pain right now. You hear the fans. They are certainly behind Kyle Roberts. You know, we introduced him. Some fans may or may not have been familiar with him, but they could see quite quickly that he's a wrestler that likes to play by the rules, loves the fan support, is very popular wherever he goes, and adds Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri to that as a place where he is a well-respected, well-liked wrestler. Look at this, a little bit of revenge here now from Leland Race. You saw the shots earlier on. He focused on the lower back area, the kidney area, inside the ring, and now returned the favor, slammed Kyle Roberts hard on that floor, and there you see some young fans. They're telling Kyle Roberts, come on, Kyle, get up. Get up. Good to see these fans come out. A great crowd on hand. Referee Doug Markham applying the count now. He is trying, I think he's using a very good cadence of count right there, trying to make sure that these athletes have ample time. Certainly we do not want to see a count out. That would not be the way the fans would like it to go, the way any of us here in Ringside Championship Wrestling would like this match to go. We want to see a clear-cut winner between these two in this impromptu battle at Christmas Crash 2018. Roberts right back in. It was close to a 10 count right there. But he had just enough energy to slide back in, and he may be regretting it right now as Leland Race delivers more punishment. As mentioned, Leland Race, he has seen some stiff competition. You go to Japan, you work and compete for New Japan Pro Wrestling, you're going to get everything you have coming to you, and that certainly has happened in Leland Race. He's been in the World Tag League competition before. He knows what it's like pro wrestling. Noah, he's seen the best. Yeah, he's showing there. He's even making symbols about money. It's all about money here. Race heard $5,000, and he wanted to take his shot at it. He did not hook a leg there on that cover a second ago, and that may be a difference maker in victory or having to continue this battle. Trying to wear down Kyle Roberts now. This will do it. Again, want to thank all the great fans that are on hand for Christmas Crash 2018. Want to thank all the sponsors. You see many of them in the background on the video screens that help support Ringside Championship Wrestling right here at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. They were a difference maker. They helped bring this quality night of entertainment to the fans here on base. Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, a lot of history in this building. As mentioned before, World Championship Wrestling has held events here. Beautiful Bobby Eaton in the house tonight. He's actually competed here before, so it's kind of a return to a place where action took place during the glory days of World Championship Wrestling and National Wrestling Alliance. Trying to bring a little bit of that taste of professional wrestling back to the great fans here in this part of Missouri. And those that are stationed here, they could be from anywhere across the country, anywhere, any state, you name it. We've met many of them and found out that they're from literally all parts of the United States here and serving our country very proudly, and glad to have them here as part of Christmas Crash 2018. They have seen an incredible night of wrestling action and still plenty to go with that big MWR Missouri title match set for our main event. Roberts now starting to get a little momentum on his side, but quickly Leland Race stopped that. And just when you think Roberts has a chance to really gain an edge, gain some momentum, Leland Race shows why he is a seasoned professional wrestler, a seasoned vet, and does the damage, really trying to wear Roberts down now. This is a move that just cuts your wind off, cuts your air off, start getting a little loopy, a little dizzy. Next thing you know, your lights are out. And now look at this, that's exactly a good move right here from Race. Just enough, he had Roberts worn down and then delivered the knee. And now going for a victory right there with the pin attempt, but not to no avail. And again, I'm really going to say Leland Race surprises me here. Maybe it's just inflicting punishment to make sure he gets each and every penny from Superstar Steve Fender of that $5,000 because he did not hook a leg. That may be the sheer difference maker in whether or not Roberts was able to successfully navigate his way out of that pinning attempt. Still trying to worry about this is. I thought he might have been looking for a shot to the chest area. Was kind of positioning Roberts as so. But Leland Race, again, just trying to wear his man down. Maybe knock him out, put him to sleep. Either get the victory via a submission or put Roberts in position where more damage can be inflicted. When you're sucking air in there, ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to really get your bearings about you. And Leland Race certainly knows how to put a man down. He has been successful, as mentioned, won many regional titles. Very important championships are on his resume. So he's no Johnny-come-lately. He knows exactly what he's doing inside that ring. But make no mistake about it, he has the experience factor, does Leland Race. But there's a lot of energy, a lot of fight in this young man. Kyle Roberts has had a lot of opportunities in his young career thus far, looking for his chance to once again be the RCW champion, as Race just nailed him with a headbutt seconds ago. Yeah, don't count him out. Here comes those lethal kicks and those feet. He did the damage right there as Roberts was able to connect on Race, who had his head down, but Race right back to it again. Another reason why he used the moves he did and just tried to wear down Roberts. Look at this, though. Roberts. Oh, I thought Roberts was going to be able to maybe sunset flip over and get a pinning attempt. He's going to try to. There we go. A little bit of a Canadian destroyer effect to that maneuver. Not quite the full capacity, full momentum of a move like that, but it was successful now in kind of dimming the lights of Leland Race, and that's an opportunity that Kyle Roberts has certainly needed. He needs to be able to catch some sort of wind, maybe slow down the impact, even though it's methodical and it's slow and it's damaging from Leland Race. Kyle Roberts needed to slow down the pace as far as the ability of Leland Race. He hit some of these shots, and now here comes a chance for Kyle Roberts to inflict some damage of his own. This young man knows there's a bullseye target on his head. He does not want to be defeated, put out of title contention by anybody, much less a man that he has had a history with like Leland Race. And that may have been the shot that Kyle Roberts needed. He needed something high impact, and he got it right there. That drop kick connected. And now an opening for Kyle Roberts to gain some momentum. He's going to try to get a cover here. You can see that Roberts, he was trying to hook the leg, didn't really get it just right. And then, again, if he would have gotten the leg, maybe it made a difference, maybe not. He was certainly trying, but again, he's still trying to get that adrenaline flowing to capacity again. There you go, getting the fans behind him now. You can hear the crowd starting to rally behind the young man from La Crosse, Wisconsin. Another drop kick, and this time it also, all the momentum sent Leland Race into the turnbuckles. Continuing to do the damage is Kyle Roberts, using, again, those legs and those feet to his advantage. He's looking for one more big-time shot. And now that momentum that Roberts has needed, he's starting to amass it right here. He's going to get a good hook of both legs in this pinning attempt, still to no avail. Roberts is going to have to do a lot more damage than that to Leland Race. Race has had the definite edge. Of course, he came out the sneak attack from behind to start this impromptu contest. That gave him the edge right off the bat, so no question, not surprising that he is still overall, if we were scoring this match on points, I think we'd have to give it to Leland Race right now. But at this point, Roberts is starting to show that he has some more life in him, and they're just trading some shots here back and forth. It looks like, though, Roberts is going to get the quick edge here. Oh, man, inverted atomic drop, and that will give you a negative attitude no matter what day of the week it is. Look at this. Leland Race now looking for maybe a Boston Crab. Yes. We're a long way from the Northeast, but the Boston Crab is being executed almost to perfection. Excuse me. Getting me tongue-tied here. What a matchup it has been. Impromptu, again, not on the card, not scheduled. That's what it's all about. You never know what's going to happen. When you see Ringside Championship Wrestling advertised, we're coming to your hometown. Get your ticket and get it early. Look at this. Race, now that's exactly what he needed to do. Sit down even further and really bend that back. You can see a lot of pain on the face of Kyle Roberts, and he also pulled Roberts center ring, and now Roberts is a long way to go, and I guess Race was frustrated by it. Thought he should have had a submission already, and that was enough to frustrate him to the point. Now, wait a minute. Oh, I thought we were going to have an out-of-nowhere victory from Kyle Roberts. Small package there. Had Leland Race cinched up. What a battle. Both men are spent. They've really given it their all. Money and pride on the line. Kyle Roberts knows he has to beat Leland Race if he is to continue his quest to be Ringside Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. This will be a definite roadblock in his career aspirations with RCW. Leland Race knows that he must literally not only beat Kyle Roberts, but put him out of commission to where he cannot even remotely think about contending for the title and put the $5,000 in his pocket. Roberts now, remember, he can fly. When he does, it's very devastating, and he had the frog splash. I thought he had Superstar Steve beat back at Speedway Slam back in the summer of this year, but it was not to be, as outside interference, obviously, Steve had his minions at his disposal. Leland Race, you can add him to that group now, apparently, looking to cash in. Roberts was thinking about something high risk, but Leland Race cut him off moments ago, and now this could be devastating right here. If Leland Race is able to hit what looks like maybe a superplex. Ironic that the Cowboy Bob Orton is in the house, the man that mastered the superplex off the top rope before it was patented. He really patented that move, did Cowboy Bob Orton. Roberts just had enough fighting him where Race is just having to issue more and more punishment to try to get this move executed. He does. Now wait a minute though, got to give Roberts some credit right here. He almost had a victory. Wow. Roberts able to turn the superplex into a pinning opportunity right here. But it was not to be. Probably all the punishment, the wind out of him, just probably a move just out of his own senses right there. But look at these kicks. Devastating from Kyle Roberts. Maybe that adrenaline's finally pumping to maximal. Yes! Connected, did Kyle Roberts right in the face of Leland Race. And Roberts, I think you can see it. Yeah, that blood's flowing. That adrenaline's really kicking into high gear right now. This may be the opportunity if Roberts doesn't do it here, it may be all she wrote. That may be the deal breaker right there for Kyle Roberts. Just when he had some momentum on his side, just when the adrenaline was kicking, Leland Race delivered a short arm clothesline, a devastating blow at this point in the matchup. These guys have been going almost 20 minutes, maybe more, of hard-hitting, non-stop action as only you can experience here in Ringside Championship Wrestling. Race thinking he's got everything well at hand. This will be the end of this contest. What's going to happen here? Another short arm clothesline. That time, Roberts was able to duck out of the way and deliver a knockout blow of his own. Roberts sees an opening. Roberts is going to scale up. He's got to hit it quick. We know what happened last time. Roberts, frog splash delivered. 1, 2, and 3. That is it. Kyle Roberts has done it. As you can see, the fans are certainly on his side. Kyle Roberts has done it. He has survived to fight another day and to continue his quest to be the RCW Heavyweight Champion. A great reaction from this capacity crowd at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri in the Nutter Fieldhouse. They love Kyle Roberts.